Hello and welcome to the new series of Drishti IAS. I am Pooja Devedi, and in this segment today, I am going to present the issue with respect to Central Service Rules 1964 in the context of Chandigarh. This is very important from the perspective of prelims, the facts, and from the perspective of GS Mains Paper 2, the current analysis is very important. For those of you who are preparing for political science, keep in mind that these are the certain kind of news that we have to always be abreast about. I will try to be as brief as possible because you all need to prepare for some other subjects as well, but I will make sure that you have something in your hands to write the examination whenever such kind of questions would be asked in your mains examination. Okay, so here I am going to present the structure. The gaps whichever you might find, you can fill them, okay? Because we do not have 1 hour, 2 hours, we just have mere 10 to 15 minutes here. So you see this news that we are presenting over here is bigger picture. Why Amit Shah's Chandigarh move is a red zone for Punjab. What is the issue? The issue is with respect to Central Services Rules 1964, which has been announced on March 28 itself, about to be effective from 1st of April 2022. This has irked the Aam Aadmi Party government, saying that the central government is not happy with the territorial gains that AAAP is making. So this is the entire issue. That means when the center is revising the rules for the union territories employees, it is causing an issue with the Punjab government, saying that the center is trying to usurp power of Punjab over Chandigarh. What is this exactly? Let's see. Now, first of all, in brief, let's just go through what are Central Service Rules of 1964. Now, it says that these rules shall apply to every person appointed to a civil service or post, including civilians in defense service, in connection with the affairs of the union. Now, the government here doesn't mean the state government, it means the central government. And Punjab, that is why, is not happy. Also, this is a union territory we are talking about, the beautiful city of Chandigarh, on which Haryana and Punjab both have claims for being a capital, but it is technically a union territory. So here, the government servant means any person appointed by government to any civil service or post in connection with the affairs of the union and includes a civilian in a defense service. So not only the civil servants, but the 23,000 employees which are working in Chandigarh will be affected. So there are many pros and cons of the move. That is why we need a balanced opinion. For that, we have many other connections. In background, I would like to tell you that in 1966, when Punjab was split into Punjab and Haryana and some territory to Himachal Pradesh, both the states, that is Punjab and Haryana, were having Chandigarh as their capital. For the time being, it was settled that okay, Chandigarh will be a union territory. And when there was to be reporting of Chandigarh, it was basically from the Chief Commissioner, who reported to the Home Minister. But after a point of time, the powers of the Chief Commissioner was transferred to the 𝐃𝐫𝐢𝐬𝐡 cadre. 𝐃𝐫𝐢𝐬𝐡 cadre is for Arunachal Pradesh, Goa, Mizoram and Union Territories. Now it has a governor. Okay, now it is overseen or has the supervision of a governor. Okay, so not many things are important here. Many facets of the history are there, but it is not very important from the perspective of prelims. This is basically much more important from the mains perspective of mains examination. And here we have to see that what does this particular move, the civil services move, civil services rules move, is going to have an impact on the employees. Right now, it is actually governed by the Punjab Reorganization Act of 1966. The employees who are in Chandigarh right now, they are governed by this act, and this has been scraped off to replace this particular act has been replaced by Civil Services Rules of 1964. Retirement age, according to the government, the central government has said that these are going to be the many benefits. First, retirement age will be increased from 58 to 60 years. So that is a big shift to more years of working. Then women employees just get 1 year of leave for childcare. After the civil services rules come into being, it will be increased from 1 to 2 years. Then the Punjab government was, according to BJP, Punjab government was not able to accept the recommendation of various pay commissions. And that is why their pay, the employees who were working in the Union Territory of Chandigarh, their payment was also impacted. Now, because of that, because of the new rules, the payments would be hiked. Okay. When that would happen, of course, it will have an ill impact on the services that are in Punjab, because the Punjab government will have a problem with that the center has raised the payment of the employees of Chandigarh. What about us? So this is one of the things that they do not want to happen. And they have said, the state government of Punjab has said, it goes against the letter and spirit of Punjab Reorganization Act of 1966. So that is the first problem that they have said. Federal structure, because every state is very different, we have a diverse set of states. So in order for every state to work in according to their own culture, to their own necessities, they need different acts. So because of this itself, it is being said that it is against the federal structure. It is actually being said that Punjab's claim over Chandigarh is being weakened because Haryana is right now ruled by BJP. So Haryana has not said anything as of yet, but Punjab is not happy. They are saying that there will be protests from street to the parliament. Also, because in the municipal election in December, when BJP was actually stunned by AAP, when AAP performed extremely well in that election, although mayoral post was secured by BJP, but it was also later contested because of an invalid vote. Because of that, BJP might think that this move is at the right time, although the demands for such a move was since the past 20 to 24 years. But at this time, because the move took place at this time, this is for wooing the employees of Chandigarh for Lok Sabha 2024 election. This is also one of the issue that the state has. So in conclusion, this is not something as such a first move that the government has went into the matters of Punjab. It has happened earlier as well. How? Earlier, the change in rules to appointment of top officers to the BBMB had raked up a storm with many political parties in Punjab and Haryana, which criticized the centre. Here, right now also, not only AAP, but Akali Dal and Congress have joined hands with AAP as a unified opposition against the move of the BJP, because it has happened in 2018 as well. The political leaders have claimed that according to the BBMB rules of 1974, the member in BBMB must be from Punjab and the member of irrigation must be from Haryana. So power and irrigation, they were to be divided in such a manner that there was not any issue. But the requirement has been removed in the amended rules. Now this sort of move, when personnel of the central government, they are being sent to union territories such as Chandigarh, it is becoming a problem for the state. So here it's a clear clash of federalism and unitary government. And stakeholders have not been consulted. This is the first problem that we have. In order for a smooth functioning, of course, stakeholders have to be consulted, although it is a long process, but it is a much smoother process. So, first, in conclusion, we have to see employee benefit has to be put at par, because employees, they are working for the government, they are working day and night for the government. If they are not put at par with their counterparts in different union territories or in different states, their morale gets downed. The status of union territory is something, the beautiful city of Chandigarh, which has been the beautiful capital of Chandigarh, which has been designed by French architect 𝐃𝐫𝐢𝐬𝐡𝐭𝐢. Of course, as a union territory, we have to keep in mind that this union government is all powerful with respect to the administration. But also, it has to make sure that it doesn't irk or anger the the regional aspirations of the people. And there should be no rushed moves, although it is more of a political nature. But eventually, if we need to have a much more inclusive and federalistic government, we need to make sure that there are no rushed moves. The government, of course, should be clear about these certain things. Let's move on to our mains-based question. With respect to the recent move of the Union government on Chandigarh, discuss the implications on the federal structure of the country in 250 words. So that's it for today. Tomorrow we shall meet again with another segment. Until then, stay updated and thank you so much for watching.